What's up, everybody? Brett here, and we're back today playing some more of our Total War Warhammer II Vortex campaign with Markus Wulfhart.
Markus Wulfhart.
Thank you for introducing yourself. And we are about to jump into a quest battle for the Amber Bow. So we're going to have to teleport here. That's no problem. Guys, in the last episode, I'm pretty sure I read this, so feel free. I'm going to slow-mo it for you. There we go. If you want to read it yourself, you're welcome to. I know I've done that already. Our enemy forces, reinforcements expected as we always predict. Let's teleport our army. We're in good shape. So we've got some reinforcements that we can expect. Ben Billings and Jovi von Hasselt. Let's see if they play a real role in this battle. And we're up against quite the oppressive force, Jesus. That might not look like a lot, but I mean, I'm seeing Sacred Kroxigors, which are just powerhouse units. Ancient Stegodon right here. They've got Casters, they've got Saurus, they've got regular Feral Stegodons, they've got Cav. Caradon Riders, so many different things that could end up becoming factors here, and Razordons as well. We have this ability though, Man the Cannons, made from the very best Null forged steel. These imported behemoths cut jungle scrub and monster flesh to shreds. So maybe as a way to make up for how overpowered these stacks are, we get some cannons? I don't know. Let's do it, guys. So I was kind of previewed this map. Let me try and read this. With the lifeless expressions of the slain settlers still fresh in his mind, the Hunts Marshal readies himself for some blood-soaked vengeance. His expedition had moved swiftly through the jungle with collective determination, hoping to prevent another catastrophe in the Lustrian colonies. So guys, of course, pause it and read it if you need to. My computer gives me the new first world problem that it loads so fast that I can't read the quest battles.
The death of innocent settlers cannot go unanswered, Huntsman. These unrelenting reptile monsters must be made to pay, lest they keep coming back. Make no mistake, these cold-blooded abominations are not just mindless beasts. They are intelligent. Intelligent enough to know the meaning of vengeance. And now, with our arrows and blades, we will make them feel it. Accord!
Okay, we've got two armies ahead of us.
Ready for war! Great swords!
There's a group trapped inside the flaming port. Let's go. Oh god, let's go and get them. So it's not, we could pause the game. I try not to. If the game doesn't let me pause or doesn't start me off paused, then generally I'll accept that I'm probably supposed to suffer. Let's get these guys going. Get them shooting. Put them on some kind of target. These guys can come here and start shooting as well. I'm going to send my Cav over here. I don't want to charge into that. What are you guys doing? Yeah, you guys go into there. There's no such thing as a braced Saurus warrior, so see if we can't distract them. Get our boys up and around. These are spears. We can sandwich them a little bit. You know what? We've got a Stegodon on our tail. We need to turn everything we can onto this. Let's move our forces forward in lockstep. You know what? You two need to focus on this. You need to help here. I have no idea how we're doing over there in the city fight. Oh, these are Sacred Kroxigors. Oh no, they're going to get a pretty beastly charge on us. These Razordons back there suck. Let's try our best to kill them. Okay, we routed them, wrapped them up. Can they defend themselves here? It looks like they're just routing into the city.
Missiles ready.
Okay, of course we don't like this.
Swiftly.
Prepare. Yes, General.
Post up right there. See if we can't dislodge these guys. Let's get you into melee, actually.
Knightly valor. We are Sigmar's heirs.
Come on, halberdiers, do your thing.
Attack. Yes,
Red Crested Skink Chief, our greatswords appear to be doing fine.
halberdiers. I seek
Give him a little bit of vigor there.
missile infantry.
These are skink skirmishers.
Lords.
Oh no, come on.
Outriders.
Daughter of Athelloren.
Let's get this thing out of here. And our cav can kind of... Oh no, Demigriff. Gets out of there, Demigriffs. Cold One Rider's got the charge on us, no doubt. Send them over here, see if they can't help out. Pull back there. Alright, so we... Oh, wow. A whole flipping army just came out. Almost choked on my own tongue there. That would make me YouTube famous, I'm pretty sure. Man literally chokes on his own tongue. What an idiot. Man, let's take a shot over there. Holy crap, she can reach that. And she whiffs with half of the stuff, but that's okay. Our Reichsguard are still good. Get in there, Reichsguard. Demigriff Knights, we don't want you to die.
Heed Athelloren.
You can shoot down there. Get down range a little bit. Alright, we need to put our halberds there. Let's get that going. Make a bit of a secondary force here. Kind of form up. But right now, all we see is, you know, there's 2 units here. You guys go check that out. Can we get the Hunts Marshal to snipe this guy? Please. Give us an epic shot, Hunts Marshal. Here we go, here we go. Such a long wind up. Man, that took so long to shoot. Are we getting the bug? Oh, the defenders... Where's our... I mean, we didn't get a cannon thing like we thought we would. It says they were defeated, so we weren't able to save them both, I guess? I think we have the bug that makes it so that stuff never-endingly refreshes its cooldown. Which is a pretty lame bug to take advantage of, so I'm not going to do that. But it looks like there's another giant lizardman army coming out of here. Maybe if we don't save these guys, we don't get the cannons? But, like, how are we supposed to save them? They deploy right next to the exit, and then they get routed off and die. That seems pretty lame. Like, that's kind of not my fault, you know? We definitely want to move forward and support.
Taking position.
Go chase this thing off.
No shoddy contraptions here.
Some of our characters being left behind a little bit. The enemy lord is dead. Cool. But now we have an ancient Stegodon that needs to go. We've got a lot of dudes that can shoot. So let's use what remains of our ammo. Let's focus some stuff down. We'll move up a little bit. We're shooting at the Sacred Croxagores. But I would happily kill just about anything right now. Focus some of this on the Stegodon, I guess. Okay, we're out of ammo there. What are you fighting, my friend? Yeah, just fight some Temple Guards. That's pretty fair. We'll give him weapon strength. And we'll give these halberds physical resistance. I think they're going to need that to stay in this fight. And we'll lower this thing's missile resistance. And we'll put a few extra archers on it. Oh no, they're out of ammo too. Okay, get in there. Wrap them up. Shut down these Razordons before they destroy our great swords to a man. Our Reichsguard were able to become victorious out here. Chase down the scraps that are routing away. Oh no. You can shoot back here. Let's get Markus using one of these. I think we're only supposed to have 3 of these, so we'll use 3. But after that, like, we're done. We're not gonna cheese it. Yeah, that hurt the hell out of it. Come on, get it off me. Could have very easily killed Kalara there. Maybe we can use some of our huntsmen with depleted ammo. Maybe we can use them to saturate the front line, so that our great swords might actually survive this. Come on, Reichsguard, we need you. Some of our halberdiers are still in the back. I'm happy that they still have ammo and their crossbowmen and stuff. Oh god, run away from that. Okay, she's out of ammo completely. She needs to get into melee then. No one can afford not to fight. You just start shooting at the Lord. Markus, please separate. Get them in melee on these pterodons. And our huntsmen are having to fight sacred Kroxigors, which is crazy. We don't want that at all. Those are temple guards, so we do want to chase them off, but like, Roderick's a duelist. See if we can't get him on Ratul and focus him down. Run away, guys. Run away.
No lingering. There's nothing I can't fix.
Come on, buddy.
It is an order.
Give those huntsmen some physical resistance so they can actually fight some Saurus warriors, maybe. Just long enough to hold them up, I guess.
See to it. Let me get my tools.
Okay, they're routing. I think we've won. But Jesus, the cost. I think we did it. But we didn't have cannons. So we got reinforcements here. I think if we had destroyed this group a little faster, we would have had access to cannons. I don't know. I hate like not getting all the objectives in a quest. That feels kind of bad. But were we just not fast enough? I mean, having all of these heroes in our army kind of wrecks us a little bit. Like, imagine if these 3 units were like one of these was artillery, you know, and maybe 2 more cav. We could have been all over that battlefield.
Well done, comrades.
We didn't lose any units. That's important.
Today you live.
But it hurt though. And we get a huge payday.
I've no time for human baggage. Drachenberg's vengeance.
13,516 gold is how much we have now. And we also have the Amber Bow, and that finished off Kalara's next quest event, which I think was to defeat 3 Lizardmen armies in battle. So we're going to read this in a second after we read her blurb, but that also gave her the trait Fervent. So whenever she speaks, Kalara's defining passion is evident from her gleaming eyes. Cool. And Markus gets the Amber Bow, carved from Drakewald oak and enchanted by a powerful amber wizard. Its shots are guided directly into the hearts of Wulfhart's enemies. Super sweet. And the only one that leveled from that was Roderick. Income from post-battle loot faction-wide. Oh my god. It's pretty sexy. We're going to get that 100%. So having spent much of his time delving through archaic crypts and ruined temples, Roderick has a keen eye for valuables. That's a pretty sweet lore reason for me to get rich. I like it. So now with all this gold, we have to, of course, decide how to spend it. And the first things first is we're going to come over here and spend a huge chunk of it on the Wizard's Conclave. I love that it gives you a garrison with 1 extra Bright Wizard. That will make a surprising amount of difference were we ever to be besieged by a serious army in our main capital. So let's go ahead and get that. 4 turns from now, we'll be able to recruit our first wizard, which is one of the nerdiest sentences you can ever utter out loud. We've got lots of upgrades here that we can get. I also wanted to... I noticed, so this doesn't register with me immediately that we can now recruit witch hunters here. And that's because this was a change that was added a while back now. But something that, you know, I purposely put down playing Empire campaigns for a while, because for a while that was all I played. So this change has taken me a while to get used to, but I do remember now, after thinking about it, that we are able to recruit a witch hunter. So what are our options here? We have 2 Emils. One is fleet-footed. Man, I mean, it's okay if you want to kite with him. I mean, you can pump his speed up a lot with some of his other, you know, talents in his skill tree. You pump those up, he can get really good speed, and then anything that's not cav won't be able to catch him. Or strategist, which is of course what I prefer. Anytime you get campaign movement range, that's a big deal. You cover the world more quickly. We'll take accusation, of course, and let's take assassinate. There's also post-battle loot. Let's take post-battle loot. We'll go and get these first. Yeah. And that way, if we need to use him on the battle map, we can. But otherwise, we will be using him in the army with Aldebrass. Very cool. Okay, so we still have the problem of these guys marauding in our lands. We have 1 more open slot here. I'm choosing to upgrade the City Watch and these gates here, because I think it's going to really make this a viable province for money making. And we really need to lock down the Temple of Kara so that people can't just think that they can walk into our lands and start taking our areas. But I would love to get something else here, and I was thinking that I would get either the Shrine of Sigmar, which would really help us with our corruption, which is something that's... We're not getting any Skaven corruption right now. Our Chaos corruption is going away. We only really have that because we accepted Chaos corruption into our zone. It's more the vampire counts, which is going to take a little while to get rid of. They're not... I mean, they're not really affecting us. Plox here, kind of in proximity to Chotek. But I think what I would really want to get is going to be the gunsmith. And then very soon here, I'm going to sell this and get us the blacksmith so that we can start making great swords on our own. Okay. Is there anything else we want to do now?
Markus Wulfhart.
Yeah, we got to get out of here with Markus. So if this army came and attacked us right now, we would get super wrecked. So let's move down a bit. Is that far enough away? Barely. And we'll get into encampment stance, and that'll give us even more replenishment. Of course, we took the gold, so our replenishment is somewhat hindered. But we are in our own turn, or in our own province. We are in encampment stance. We already have heightened replenishment. And really, I think a lot of the replenishment right now is going to the heroes. But it'll probably be 2 turns before we're fine. I was thinking about going over here to get the Sea Corps. I was also thinking that there's an entire province here, or area, that we could conquer. 2 of them are unconquered, just ruins, and the other being owned by Hexoatl, by Mazda Mundi. So before I forget, let's go ahead and read Kalara's, her tier 4 blurb here. And it says, I started having reservations about the true nature of the beast Kalara is pursuing. It even considered calling off this hunt, but then she revealed something quite astounding. It is her sincere belief that the beast she hunts contains the reincarnated soul of her dead lover. Wow, this is like her lore. She explained that as punishment from the one called Kurnos, the elven god of the hunt, Kalara's beloved is in an endless cycle of life and death, always coming back as a murderous beast after it is slain. She has killed several versions of the beast before, and is determined to end the cycle once and for all, so her love may finally pass into the afterlife. She believes almost obsessively that Kurnos is testing her, for she always finds that the lost soul of her lover passes into a more unkillable beast than the one before it. Truly, the elven gods are stranger than those of men. Out of empathy for Kalara's loss, I have decided to continue helping her for now. We must cast our net out wide and interrogate the Dark Ones to the north, as well as the lizards to the south, to see what they know of the beast. So, if we go back to our stuff here, so Kalara the Fervent. The beast was not found, but Kalara still refused to give up. By now you must have ascertained that there are several beasts in the jungles of these lands that appear cognizant when they shouldn't, or larger than their normal counterparts. Privately, you know this is the reason that Kalara has been here for so long. There are just so many candidates that could feasibly contain the soul of her lover, it could be literally any of them. Though Kalara's passion to slay an enormous beast has not wavered since you met her, you do not think you can continue without the truth laid clearly upon the table. I'm loving these little lore bits. So, now we would read Isha's Blessing, or Isha's Blessing. And what we would get for this, she gets a huge buff. She gets 10 armor, 15% hit points, she gets flaming attacks, and she gets an ability called Isha's Ruin, which looks like it's pretty sick. And her final battle effect, I don't know what that is, Shield of the Old Ones ability will be destroyed in final battle. Huh. I guess there is a climactic final battle, and they all aid me in some ways. Fully stocked. Okay. Allied reinforcements will arrive. Okay, so I guess I gotta keep them alive until then. That's kind of the point. Make sure they're in the final battle. But the last part of this is called Isha's Blessing. I confronted Kalara last night, hunter to hunter, urging her to give up this futile mission. To my surprise, she agreed, but implored me to help her with one final task. I accepted on the sole condition she'd tell me everything. Kalara revealed she was once a princess of Widrioth, a high realm of Athel-Loren. Her lover Aetherion was a wild rider of Kurnos, the personal guard of Athel-Loren's king. Aetherion violated his oath to sever all worldly ties, persisting in his relationship with Kalara, and even revealing his order's hallowed secrets to her. Kurnos vengefully transformed Aetherion into a mighty stag before cruelly leading Kalara to unwittingly hunt it down. Discovering the stag's true nature, Kalara eventually learned of Aetherion's cursed fate of eternal reincarnation as a beast. She had also recently been visited in her dreams by the goddess Isha, mother of the elven race, and consort to Kurnos himself. A great privilege, she said, for Isha is usually forbidden to have any contact with her worldly children. The goddess offered Kalara another route to freeing her lover's soul. Instead of further destruction, she must make a worldly display of love and construct a shrine directly on the banks of Itza's fabled emerald pools. So construct one of each of the following buildings. Emerald pools.
They are vanquished.
I don't know where that is. Will it tell me? Oh, and Itza, of course. Well, my brain. So I've got to conquer Itza. Oh man, I need to start moving south then. Okay. I gotta conquer this place. Wow, we got a long way to go before that happens. Jeez. Alright. Well. Alright, we made big plays that turn, guys. Let's go ahead and let's roll it. We've got options. A lot of what happens this turn is going to come down to where these two move. Totally expected this, and they're gonna get destroyed for that. They can't see Aldebras is here ambushing, so they think the coast is clear to tag team Tlaxlan, and they are incorrect. And that's a desperate move born of, I think, Hexoatl being crushed by Chaos here, and aggressively confederating other Lizardmen groups, who themselves in turn were destroyed. And then fighting me. So they were fighting wars on too many fronts, and they lost so many that it really changed the entire complexion of this playthrough. Kind of amazing.
Agreed.
Now, however, man, where do we go from here? Do we dare to go for Hexoatl? I don't really like that. I think that's super greedy. I think we need to start moving south But the problem is we have no one here to protect our interests. So in the meantime, I think what we can do...
Unflinching.
Man. I mean, this is Allied territory, right? We should be able to replenish quite well here. Yes. Okay. So we'll go into encampment stance. I think we'll check this out next turn. And we'll try and stay in this general area with Markus while we recover. And that way, you know, nothing will endanger our fledgling jungles of Wahalaksa area that we're trying to develop into something that, you know, could eventually be a powerhouse area for us. Okay, this is what we have now. Sadly, there's really no way to get him in this fight. The Witch Hunter, that is. But they're going to have to run. I mean, they're not going to be able to continue this siege. Yeah, there's just no way. It'd be awesome if we could reach out and hit them now, but... Can we, though? Wow, we could take another huge fight here. Oh, he's going to run up too, of course. Okay.
I will go.
Well, if that's the case, let's...
The Empire.
Maybe we could have blocked army.
Show me the accused.
Yeah, we probably could have blocked army. That would have been a slick move. We still could do that, but we're almost broke. Kind of a risk because, like I said, we don't have any money. But if we block him, we pretty much guarantee that we get to kill him.
Report. We cannot.
Failure. Okay. Well, I tried.
I'll scout the area.
I tried. What we can do now, let's just go ahead and get inside the city. For safety reasons, being in this stance doesn't really bother me. With the garrison at our backs, we're fine. And now... let's just quickly check our allies and see what they're up to. If there's anything they'd like to give us.
Sir, come in peace and let us choose.
King of... I might kill you, but...
Nah, we can't be friends with you. Hertwig would never forgive us. So we've got one turn until that's done. 7 turns until we get some more supplies. Although I'm sure that'll speed up once we take those battles down there with Mazda. If we can catch them this turn. I'm not sure we will be able to, though. They've got their own agents here messing with us. Oh, lots to do. Yeah, I felt like this army was never far away. Crazy that Mazdamundi is like his AI doesn't have more emphasis on trying to reclaim his own territory. Like these Norskins here can be strong. Like I've done this on let's play through myself. Like it can be tough to break these garrisons. Like look at that. There's a 20 slot garrison here in Skeggy. What the hell? They've got a feral mammoth. They've got a bunch of champions. The balance of power really favors champions. I mean, you get a decent front line and a lot of armor-piercing missiles, and that army is trash.
We are the best.
We are the best.
Very
That's true.
well.
Let's see if we can check out what this sea corpse is.
This hunt continues.
We're so close. Get in there. See location of interest. While sailing on high winds, your lookout spotted something in the waters to your stern that may have been of interest to you. Oh no! Because I went into that stance, we lost it. Okay, so
we move at dawn.
we're gonna have to try and get it next turn. That's fine. At least we're on land now. We can finish replenishing.
Loyal or not, they'd better fight.
Let's get ballistics calibration so we can start pumping our own archers in battle.
Traitors always get found out in the end.
And she had endurance is her big thing. What else? She keeps running out of ammo. I feel like we do need to pump her ammo just a bit. And Prey of Anathrama would be good so we can finally have a net on this team.
Markus Wulfhart.
Wow, they're still both right here. Incredible.
So,
Alright, you get in there.
true servant of
And we pick up a rogue for our trouble. Aldebrass levels. And let's give him Iron Disciplinarian again. It's all about getting to that upkeep reduction. The more of that we have, the more we can afford to field.
To serve the Emperor. Here to serve.
If they stay near our settlement and we get reinforcements, they can't win. Okay, we don't. We don't get reinforcements. They're a little bit too far away. If we so what I'm thinking right now is we could retreat and put 2 regiments of renown in our party. Or at least one of them. I think we have enough gold to do that. Yeah, now that I think about it, we don't really have the gold to get both the regiments of renown that we have waiting for us. I still think we can beat them, though. I mean, this is Mazda Mundi, but he's only level 4. He doesn't have any of his bound spells. All he can do is Apotheosis. He's got, like... His whole army is... Yeah, let's kill him. Quick save it. Man, Aldebrass is the one that's going to get all the cool traits for killing all the legendary lords. Oh, they have a choke point, too. Sadly, we have no artillery. Something that's glaringly missing from our rosters. Okay.
Spearmen.
Cheap stuff in the front. Let's get our archers. Okay, these guys can Vanguard deploy. That's something, but almost their entire army is like chameleon skanks. We can't see them now. You know what, let's not put them between us and our own units. So that'll work. We can do... How do we want to do this? We'll use our halberds as kind of a flank denial unit in case we want to hold this part of the bridge. We just have to make sure that our line of sight for our handgunners is unobstructed, which shouldn't be that hard considering the severity of these slopes here. And then we have these extra archers and huntsmen that we can use on various targets as well. We'll just put them behind the lines.
Servant of Sigma.
And we'll see where we need our heavy metal boys. Gotta love Empire Heroes. The Witch Hunter model, if you've never seen it, like really looked at it before, is pretty sweet. Very true to tabletop. They've got their rapier and pistol. Anyway, alright. Let's get to it.
Ready for war.
We'll get our main force here. Main thing is getting our handgunners there. We're going to move as fast as we can. I'm honestly not even anticipating being able to fully, you know, lock them down here. They may want to chase. Are they shielded? They are. So that's kind of a crappy target. And he's going to use Apotheosis right away. Not even going to fight it. No reason to at all. See if we can run these guys away if they'll go back to being invisible again. Get these guys one of these skink skirmishers. Like I said, we'll form flank denial here. I see that. I see that. What is that? They summoned Feral Cold Ones on us. That sucks. That messes us up pretty bad. So now what we really need is just to get high ground for our handgunners to shoot. Yeah, let's go this way with the halberds. Archers fire there. I see them coming into the back. Get our Witch Hunter in a melee. Man, they're going to cause a lot of problems. Alright, start tearing into them. You know what? Before anything else, kill Mazda Mundi. Take him out. Sit in the front line. Get our charge bonuses on. Even with the spearmen, that's okay.
Ready to fire. By Ulrich's wrath. Moving
We'll lower their resistance to being fired at.
Missiles ready.
And we're not shooting? Do we not have line of sight of Mazda Mundi? That's pretty bad. I don't like that. Looks like there's a little bit of a hill, but it should, I mean, it shouldn't be blocking us. Not like that. Buff our guys' melee attack. Our swordsmen are going to get shot into oblivion. But probably worth if we kill Mazda.
Take position! Sigmar guides us! The Empire endures!
We use him there.
Yes, my lord!
And our swordsmen start to break. That's no good. We're using a lot of our ammo on Mazda Mundi, but he's not going down. And now we have more cold ones to shoot.
Powder dry! Yes, my lord! Powder dry! Sigmar exalted!
Stand, you cowards. So their leadership is exceptional because of our hostility level.
Spot us the target! Fire!
Otherwise, and our difficulty that we're playing on, of course. Otherwise, you could expect them to be breaking already. We could have used our Witch Hunter as a bit of a 1-2, lowered Lord Mazdamundi's missile resistance, and then shot him up.
Swordsman!
Yeah, swordsman, get back in there.
Sigmar! In range! Fire! Fire!
You shame Sigmar with your cowardice.
Fire! Ulrich's wolves!
Trying to get a bit of a surround here. He needs to get on top of this hill. This terrain is killing us. The fact that the AI like moved up so much, not good for us. Mazdamundi's got to go. Our spearmen and swordmen that we sent out to die are doing just that. They're dying. These are blessed Saurus warriors. So these guys have perfect vigor, I think. Get in there, guys. Perfect surround with halberds. Not something you see every day. And if these are chameleon skinks, they have natural missile resistance, which kind of makes them win that trade. But if we lower their missile resistance, then they're just as vulnerable as any other unit. They're starting to rout. Luckily, Mazdamundi's dead. Oh no, we can't let anybody escape, really. We can't afford to. About to say, not 100% on what's being casted there, but if we can sandwich these Pharaoh Cold Ones right away. Oh, a Saurus Old Blood here. Here come the Skink Chiefs. Get him out of there. They have basically unlimited ammo. And they will kill us. So what we need now is to form a bit of a line. Well, actually, let's form a line this way. We need to chase all of this off the battlefield. They have nowhere to go. Eventually, we're going to catch them in the corner. Keep walking. Go this way. Get out of here, guys. I should have known. Still, they all still have. Take that off. Get out of here, guys. Halberds, let's go. We've got to drive off the rest of these skinks. What an annoying army to fight. Luckily, our handgunners have enough missile damage that they can do something here. Missile resistance be damned if we can tear them up. Get out of there, guys.
Accuse them. Missile troops.
We still have some ammo, so we don't just want to give up these units for free. Keep running. You run that way.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
Almost. Come on. You know what? You shoot here. Keep firing there. Get him up here. There. Oh, man. Keep running, buddy. Luckily, these are huntsmen, and they can fire while moving. So lowering his missile resistance, I think, was a pretty cool thing. Because as we keep running, we're shooting him there. Getting rid of this old blood would be awesome. He's definitely a bastion of leadership right now for them. Kill this guy, come on. Point blank. Down he goes, alright. You're next. Gun him down. And there's nothing left here, thankfully. Bring our guys back. Our halberds are just getting torn up. They're never going to catch them. They cause poison.
The Empire endures. Formation, march. Halberdiers. Fire.
We just have to take away the AI's idea that they have a chance by destroying their leadership.
For the Warhammer.
And there we go.
Yes, sir. Quickly.
Once he shattered, it was just a matter of time.
Prepare for combat.
Very good. I mean, if we can kill them, we want to, but I don't know if we can. We lost a lot in that engagement. But if these are our biggest threats and we just defeated them in our own lands, then, like, we're good. We can take a few turns to recuperate. It's just, it's money. It's gold right now. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, we're not going to catch anything. But Mazda goes down. I mean, we straight up killed him. The AI is very vulnerable to something like 4 elite handgun units. And if we'd used kind of, like I said, the 1-2 punch with the Witch Hunter's missile resistance lowering, we probably could have killed him in 2 or 3 volleys. I just never think to cheese right off the bat. It's not my go-to strat. We lost 1 halberd. And sadly, both these armies are still here.
Praise be to
And we can't catch either one. Entertainer. Hostility level has increased, so that should in turn lower that. What do you have that you can equip? Anything? Sure, we'll give you a sword. Let's get back into here if we can. We lost 1 halberd unit, which sucks, but I mean they're expensive in the upkeep anyway. And if we need to, we'll get Sigmar's Sons or Sterling's Revenge in here. But I don't think we'll need to. I don't know what their behavior is going to be like now that they're basically dead. Pretty curious to see what the AI does with their current situation. We need to save up a little bit of gold because once this hits level 2, we're going to want to put basic walls in here to make sure that it's kind of self-sustaining, that it can protect itself. And then we're going to have to level it again. We have to get it to a town level. And then we'll be able to put in something like a tap room to stabilize it with public order. Big plans, just not enough gold, I don't think, to execute most of what we're trying to do.
Comradeship is all.
Alright, but we freed up another bit of technology for us to research. We have a lot of options. I'm thinking about the Engineers Guild. I think that's probably our best bet. Just further increase our research rate speed. Put us up to 120%. And maybe down the line that'll help us out a lot. We really could have used more ammo in pretty much every battle we fought. You know what? Let's grab that. Let's grab that first. These buffs are so amazing. Well, these 3 here. Missile damage, reload time reduction, and ammunition. And if we could finally get some of our red line buffs with Markus for our huntsmen, which would probably be pistol corps. Yeah. Yeah, we need those as well. There's so much that we need that we don't have the time to get right now. And just a quick refresher. So we need to capture the awakening. We can't do that. We need timber. Should be pretty easy. Once we resettle. Once we beat those two Lizardman armies that are hounding us. And Juan Hopek. Okay. We can do that. We can do that. Yeah, and they're going to roll out like Decepticons. Or Autobots. Autobots roll out. That's true. Oh, man.
By the silver hammer, yes.
Alright.
Captain of
So we are
scouts.
completely regen here. We can basically go wherever we need to. With Markus now. I think we need to get the town in motion. They're not under any direct attack as of yet. But these walls have to come up. And hopefully we can get something done here. That'll give us some gold that'll allow us to do that. Enables flaming attacks. That's pretty cool. Plus a 10% ward save. You gotta love that. Let's give him Sigmar's Will. That's just too cool. In defense of the future, Herdwig is resolved to cleanse the world of its myriad impurities. Of course, not the best thing, but it's unique to him, and I think that's cool. Who knows? Maybe it'll become a thing later. Please be worth my time. Alright, so we get a battle now. Finally, our first sea battle. So, beasts from the depths, or from the deeps. The remains of a large sea beast are spotted floating in some nearby backwaters. The unidentified creature has been inexplicably ripped to pieces by an explosive force. Its belly torn open and exposed, this mysterious find could prove bountiful, for who knows what devoured treasures might reside within its guts. An unidentified ship has also been spotted nearby, rival scavengers. Whoever they are, you are not one to share salvage with anyone.
I'm a hunter, not a sailor.
Hey, let's loot. I'm all about that great horde. That's all we're fighting? Guys, we're not going to auto-resolve this just because it's the first time we get to fight them. But I think they make it sometimes a little bit weak just in case you did this like early on in the campaign.
Get this done.
I was expecting twice as many units. Now, that's not saying that we won't suffer some casualties because there's some strong units on this side of the battlefield, but if we do our jobs well, we should be able to wrap them up quickly, envelop them, shoot them to pieces. Huntsmen seem like the perfect counter to the vampires. They're archers that can fire while moving, and they have good range. Sadly, we have no shields in the front line. That's probably my biggest criticism of our build currently. I kind of don't even want to move forward with my front line at all. Let's see what kind of stuff we can get away with here. Do we stay down the middle? Yes. I think we can get away with quite a bit of Vanguard shenanigans if we choose to. Put it on guard mode so nobody chases. Let's get our Cav as a bit of a response force. Maybe they can keep people from going around our flanks. What have you.
Markus Wulfhart.
We'll put Markus and Kalara
Equipped.
chilling in the front. We don't need to put them in the water.
Weapons at the ready.
Is anyone being affected by the water right now? I don't think so.
Missile troops!
No, I think we're good.
General!
And then we can bring these two guys and the wagons team up if we would like. And I think we probably will. Just a little bit extra support. It's like, why not? I wish they were mortars so bad. Alright, let's move them up. Let's get our Cav supporting. We'll just spread them out back here. And we'll just shoot them to pieces. Anyone who might counter skirmish us has got to go.
Bring it down. Bring it down. Ready.
So we now have the Amber Bow. Let's see what that does.
All right.
We're at a bit of an angle. Hopefully that doesn't miss. Oh, Jesus. Wow, that did some decent damage, and then you go like this. Oh no, this would be better to use first. If that hits him first, nice. Let's see what the percentage damage is. Wow, that's pretty cheesy, guys. I like that. That was dangerously cheesy.
Fight! Ready for war! Enact judgment!
So what we're going to do now is just kind of charge in with our cav. They're halberds, and if they stop to brace, we're cool. If they don't, we're cool. You guys just keep on shooting. Sucks that the hand cannons are so bad, because they're one of those units that could be cool. Is that a Fate of unit? No, it's an aspect of the Dread Knight. Okay. So we charge into halberds, yes. But really just for a moment. And then let's pull out. No, don't do that. Get some shots off there. Cav, you guys back up. Let's move our infantry forward. We may as well. And we can move these dudes back also. Roderick. I should have had Roderick up here too. The duel, just in case that was a thing I wanted to do. But they're nearly dead. We're giving them like the treatment here, but I mean they're gone. Just turn and fight. Beat him up, Marcus. Yeah, he did a swan dive into the swamps. Nice. Let's see how much we get paid for this. I'm curious because I know they've altered it in over time. But that's a nice little 1-2 punch. We can start a battle by amber bowing, and I always want to say Prey of Anathema, but that's not it. Damn, I forget the name. We can use both of our magic missiles and then follow it up with a percentage-based attack, and I think that's a pretty cool 1-2 punch. So we get 1,300 from the actual battle itself. We can get another 620. And then they give us 8 grand. Wow, the rival salvagers you spotted turned out to be a freebooting horde of undead pirates. As you approach the putrid remains, they turn their guns and cannons on you. After dispatching them in the ensuing sea battle, you looted their galleon's coffers, which had recently been filled with trinkets and valuables extracted from the dead beast's belly. See, that's why it's worth, and that's why I very often go to the waters to get some stuff done. I would love to fight this guy in naval combat. He's been at war with us forever. Double shot for our huntsman. We'd also get Grand Hunts Marshal, given our entire army. Oh my god, that's one of those things we have to take. There's so much here that I want. It's going to take forever for us to get it all. But we're going to take this. Our entire army now has Vanguard deployment. That opens up just a world of options for us. And now that we're somewhat rich again, we can come in here and give ourselves these basic walls. We don't have to compromise. Probably going to upgrade this as well. It takes a long time for you to recoup your losses from upgrading that, especially if you don't have a lot of trade partners, which we do not. I think the bigger upgrade here would be to get ourselves, man, probably the gunsmith. Yeah, I mean, we could already be using Hellstorm rocket batteries if we wanted to. Let's get that. I think we finally sell this. We're going to lose out on 40 growth over time. But we need to, it's going to take several turns to get the tier 2 blacksmith building. So, -1, -3, -3, or whatever it is, 2 or 3 turns. And by that time, we'll have this finished building, and we'll be able to finally get our own halberds, great swords. And yeah, we'll be able to have steam tanks at some point. So we don't know where our enemy is. I don't really want to chase them into the jungles. Get one more archer. A little bit of symmetry going on. Do we upgrade this? I don't think so. I don't know if that's worth it. What I'm considering right now, two things. One is I want to recover a little bit while I can before I go either to chase these guys down, who, you know, they're probably somewhere around this area. They may come back. Or what I really want to do is come here and recolonize this area. But if I do it with a, you know, a very full stack, and I won't have to spend as much gold, I'll be in a better position to defend myself once I do it. Right now, how close could we even get to it? The thing is, yeah, let's start moving. Those armies, they cannot take this place. They can try, but they'll never take this place. It's crazy. It's crazy that they even keep trying like they do. And we're gonna save what gold we have for when we get the ability to start putting gold into this province. It's really a big hindrance because our empire is cut off from itself. There's a big gap here between this area and this area, and it's because of this. And we're going to go for a little bit more, guys. I want to see if this guy is going to come to us. That was the other thing I was thinking about, was whether or not I should go into like forced march stance out at sea to get really close to him. Yeah, we're going to enter the war. Because I kind of want to bait him into attacking us. And I feel like if we're close to him, he will. Otherwise, he's just kind of on this circuitous route that he's been taking. And I'd rather not have to go so far out to meet him. I'd rather him come to me. And he did. He did kind of come to me. The Sword of Claim has been taken. Doom stalks the world once more. Nice. So we have Engineer. I like that. And yeah, they came right back with literal nothing. Just trash. To try and take me down. We're going to move out to here. And encamp. Get as many units as we can. Still considering... Man, I really want to put Sigmar's Sons in there. Cannot take me. We still don't know what kind of army he has. But yeah, I think that's going to be... Man, is that how we're going to end today's episode? We need 4K for that? Ugh, we're so broke. But Zuma has finally upgraded, though. Dang. We need gold everywhere, guys. We're kind of hemorrhaging a little bit. Believe it or not, I'm going to upgrade this first. Because in 4 turns... Might not even take 4 turns. It'll take 3 turns. Our public order is going to go for Spectazuma. And they don't even have an Empire captain here, which would be nice. You know what? We can't afford that. It's not going to finish in time. I should have caught this earlier. I keep forgetting that we have 1 capital down here, which is kind of weird.
I serve Sigmar.
Level up our boy. Get him assassinate.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
Alright. So I think that was honestly enough for today's episode. Tomorrow, look forward to us fighting Gentleman Jenkins. We'll resettle this province. We'll deal with some public order issues that we're having now, probably mostly because of our hostility level. We'll finally get some more Imperial supplies, which should be fun. I'm looking to get some steam tanks, guys, some Hellstorm rocket batteries or something really cool. But we need gold for this. Otherwise, we wasted a turn's worth of growth. We need gold to recolonize, and we need gold to upgrade here. So I think we're going to get a big chunk of that from Gentleman Jenkins, and that'll give us what we need for, definitely for the blacksmith. And then, hopefully after that, we'll have enough to recolonize. And once we do, we'll spend at least a turn recovering, and then we'll head over here and maybe try and attempt to get rid of our beleaguered allies' rebellion that'll be taking place, without a doubt, at that point. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. I've been having fun doing this series. I hope you've been having fun watching it. If you'd like to join my Discord, it's an awesome place. You can submit any type of Total Warhammer 2 replays that you would like, multiplayer, and I will happily cast them on the channel. Just let me know that you're a subscriber and that you would like to see that happen. But anyway, guys, that's it. Take care, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Later, y'all.